All attention on me. Is anybody with me? Say the dribble. Who with me? Louis V. Leaning to the T. Oh, I'm clean.
You already know who it is, man. It's your boy, Poor Boy, sending a poll. Don't stand for a poll, and you just stepped into the build laboratory. In today's video, we're about to go over the best possible option making a sharpshooter and rim protector build on NBA2K20. Now, even though I want to put this in you guys' head, even though we may get custom pie charts or extra pie chart options, for one, I don't believe we're going to get custom pie charts. Now, we may get extra pie chart options. If we get extra pie chart options, though, I only feel like we're going to get 2 to 3 extra options. Now, if we're only getting 2 to 3 extra options, you may want to come up with 1 to 3 potential builds you could make in the demo right now, because the build you making right now in the demo is the build you may have to make when full game comes out. So don't just get rid of the demo right now. Still do your homework, study badges, study builds, you know what I'm saying? Stress all the possible options when it comes to making your build. But right now, man, let's get into the sharpshooter rim protector build. I do want to put it out there, man, before we get into the power forward and the center. The center is the best position when it comes to making a sharpshooter rim protector. There is only one pie chart option when it comes to making a sharpshooter rim protector in the NBA 2K20 demo, and it's this one. 7 pie chart options down. You get half red, half green, you know what I'm saying, some blue, some playmaking. If you did plan on making a sharpshooter rim protector, do not choose this pie chart option. The 3-point shooting cannot be salvaged. You cannot bring that 49 rating back to life. So if you want to make a sharpshooter rim protector build, 7 pie chart options down to this pie chart option right here. Start off at the 75 on the shooting. Now, I do want to say, if you do want to make a power forward sharpshooter and rim protector build, the only pro that it has versus the center is in the physical profile section, and you only get about a +5 speed boost over a center, because you guys have to remember, when you start messing with the height when it comes to making your build, it affects speed and it affects everything. Now, when you make a power forward build, you start off at 6'9" on the default when you're making your build. So you got to go up 2 height options to get to 6'11", and by then your stats are just getting cruise. Now, in my opinion, you don't want to go 6'10" on the sharpshooter rim protector. If that's how you guys play, that's how you guys play. But I feel like you're gonna need to at least be 6'11" to get down and dirty with those other bigs down low in the paint. And I do want to put this out there as well. The power forward sharpshooter rim protector has 3 less defensive and rebounding badges, badge upgrades, than the center position. Now, as you guys can see here, we got 42. We only got 40 badges, which means I have to tweak something. I got to add to the stand and dunk, and then we get those 3 finishing badges. Now, you can take 4 ticks off of the standing dunk and add it to ball handling just to be a little safe, you feel me? That's personal preference, though. You can leave those 4 extra ticks on the standing dunk. Now, I tried to do my tweaking and manipulating the badge upgrades, and I couldn't get anything more than these 43 upgrades on the power forward position. Now, the power forward position does have 1 more badge upgrade than the center position, but that is only because the power forward position can get more badge upgrades than the center position. The center position can get more defensive and rebounding upgrades than the power forward position, as well as the power forward position can get 1 more shooting badge upgrade than the center position. Now, even though we can have a nice physical profile looking like the speed is going to be nice, since we have 75, 70 on the acceleration, when it comes down to choosing your height, this is when the power forward position gets cruised. This is where you just you know what I'm saying, evacuate the entire mission, you feel me? So when you go up to 6'11", as you guys can see, the speed drops down to 69. Now, when you move on to the weight, there's really nothing you can do about the weight to salvage your speed. When you move on to the wingspan, and we're going to show this as well in the center position, I'm going to talk to you guys about why the center position is the better position, because the center position in the power forward position have the same 3-point rating when the power forward position has to go to 6'11". Now, if you want to go 6'10", you can have a better 3-point rating than the center position, but that's if you don't want to go max wingspan. Now, in my opinion, if you're making a sharpshooting rim protector of any kind, you want to go max arms. You never know what's going to happen. You never know what the meta of NBA 2K is going to be. It's always a surprise. So, like I said, man, this is the power forward sharpshooting rim protector build, and the only benefit that it has over the center is the 4 to 5 extra caps on speed, and then I believe about a 3 to 4 plus on the caps on acceleration. Now, like I said, the only reason to make a power forward position would be for 3v3 with the speed, but let's be honest, you might as well go center with more strength and take that 4 to 5 hit on the speed. So let's move on to the center position. As well as the center position has 1 to 2 more interior defense caps than the power forward, as well as the center rebounds better than the power forward. So let's jump right into it, y'all. Go on to the center build. The center build, like I said, is the best way to make a sharpshooting rim protector currently in the NBA 2K20 demo. You're going to use the same exact pie chart option. Now, even though when you look at the two, you know what I'm saying, pie charts compared to each other, the power forward and the center position with the two pie charts, obviously the power forward is going to start off looking better than the center position. Now, when it comes to physical profile, it is personal preference, but in my opinion, you can go with physical profile number 1, physical profile number 2, or physical profile number 4, or physical profile number 1, 2, and 5 are the best options when it comes to making a physical profile. Physical profile 5 gives you a nice little balance on strength and speed and vertical. Physical balance 1 kind of does the same thing, but you take a hit in the vertical. But obviously, these are the only two options when it comes to high strength. Now, if you obviously you're making a center so you can get that strength. So in my opinion, I would go with possibly this physical profile right here. Now, even though you're taking the hit in vertical, Mike Wayne has already mentioned this on Twitter. Maybe I'll find the tweet while editing this video that rebounding is going to be a more prominent stat. I think he talked to us about that at Community Day. Actually, rebounding is going to be a more prominent stat than vertical when it comes to trying to get a rebound. So we're going to have high rebounding, so the vertical really is going to be, you know what I'm saying, so. But again, personal preference. So we'll start off with this physical profile just to show you guys that the center position all around is better than making the power forward position when it comes to a sharpshooting rim protector. Now we're going to max out all the attributes per the usual. This is the best way to go when maxing out your attributes. So you could try and manipulate the badge upgrades to try and get as many upgrades as you want. You want to start off maxing them all out and then just try and go tick for tick on everything without losing any upgrades. Now, as you guys can see, like I said, the center position has 3 more defensive and rebounding upgrades than the sharpshooting rim protector build, but you take that 2 finishing badge upgrade hit and then you take that 1 shooting badge upgrade hit when it comes to making the center position. So making the center position and the power forward position. On the center position, you get 3 more defensive and rebounding, and then you get 1 less shooting and 2 less finishing. So in my opinion, the center build is the best because you get 23 on the defensive and on the rebounding. Now, we're not going to try and do too much manipulation right here. We're just going to leave it at that 42 badges. We're going to move on to the body shape. Again, body shape and physical profile does not affect any of your finishing, shooting, playmaking, and defensive attributes. So don't get too stuck on choosing a physical profile. It's personal preference. In my opinion, compact is the best. I'm loving compact this year. And then we're going to move on to the height. Now, the best thing about the center position is you only have to make 1 adjustment when it comes to the height. On the power forward, you have to make 2 adjustments to the height. So you have to take 2 sets of attribute, you know what I'm saying, hits when choosing your height on the power forward position to get to 6'11". On the center, you only have to take one hit. Your speed increases, your acceleration increases, your vertical increases. Now, if you chose a physical profile of like the one that had 52 on it, your vertical would increase. So we're gonna go 6'11", as you guys can see here. You can mess with the weight, and we'll start off at default, messing with the weight, getting that 90, getting that 91, 92, and don't lose any acceleration. Perfect. Now, here is where it all makes sense. If you go to the same exact wingspan on the power forward and on the center, the hit on the 3-point shooting is still 70 at 92 wingspan. But if you pay attention to the physicals, the speed is only taking a 3 attribute hit. The acceleration is taking a low hit. You still have that high strength, and I've just said and told you guys about the vertical. Offensive rebounding, defensive rebounding, those stats are going to be more prominent when it comes to trying to get a rebound. So as you guys can see, like I said, more interior defense on the center, perimeter defense and lateral quickness. You're not taking too much of a hit. I believe the perimeter defense is the same as the power forward position. And then the offensive rebounding and defensive rebounding is only a 1 to 2 difference. So in my opinion, the center position is the best position when it comes to making a sharpshooting rim protector. We all know in NBA 2K20 the best sharpshooting rim protector and pure rim protector position was power forward, but this year is looking like it's going to be the center position. So I hope you guys appreciate me breaking this down for you guys. Like I said, I believe I said this earlier in the video, if you come up with a better build than I, or if you come up with more badge upgrades, let us know down in the comment section. Show the guys down below if you come up with a better build than I. But in my opinion, this is the best sharpshooting rim protector on NBA 2K20 currently right now. You get a way higher 3-point shooting than rim protectors did on NBA 2K19. In my opinion, this is still low-key like a pure rim protector build. You still have high blocks. Your interior defense is nice. The steals isn't too high. The lateral quickness isn't too high, or the perimeter defense, but you're on a rim protector build. You're not going to be playing defense a lot on the perimeter or when it comes to sticking defense laterally. So like I said, in my opinion, if you play a lot of threes, you may want to look at that power forward position. But in my opinion, the center position is the best sharpshooting rim protector position when it comes to creating one. So I hope you guys appreciate this video. We will move on to the badges here real quick, just to show you guys, in my opinion, what's a good badge scheme when it comes to dealing with this sharpshooting rim protector build. We got called a glass cleaning lockdown. Didn't get called like a 2-way rim or nothing like that. But in my opinion, when it comes to these new player labels and comparisons, it's all an illusion. I see people out here trying to create their build to get unique labels, and I'm gonna need y'all to stop that, man, or you're gonna be very disappointed. I know a lot of people were counting on trying to create their favorite players, or trying to create players like the NBA players this year, and so now players are chasing those labels, trying to get the 3-level facilitator demon and all that stuff. Like, don't too much worry about the label, pay attention to your attributes. I know a lot of people are getting mad that they keep getting labeled as a slashing playmaker. Well, in my opinion, the label system is kind of broken. The NBA player comparison system is kind of broken. So don't pay too much attention to that. Pay attention to your attributes. You feel me? So we're going to put up this post move lockdown to gold. I feel like Hall of Fame is a little bit overboard. If you do want to go Hall of Fame, that's up to you. Clamps. I'll say clamps on bronze just in case. I'll go Intimidator Hall of Fame. I'll go gold rim protector. I don't feel like you're going to be getting a lot of blocks in a park game. And let me throw this out there as well. When I'm doing build videos, we talking about park and stage, baby. We ain't talking about no pro-am. We ain't talking about no rec. If these builds that I create on YouTube transpire and cross over into rec or pro-am, that's beautiful. But we talking park whenever I'm talking bills, baby. So box, I feel like you could go gold. I feel like a Hall of Fame is a little bit OP. I feel like we haven't seen full release yet to really say which badges are better than others, but I felt like box, if you don't know how to box out, man, you might need it on Hall of Fame, but if you know how to box out, gold or silver, man. But we'll see when full game comes out how the game works. You may need a gold or Hall of Fame to get a successful box out, depending on if somebody has Hall of Fame worm or something. So it all depends when full game come out. We'll go Hall of Fame Intimidator, Hall of Fame rebound, gold rim, gold box. I'll say gold defensive leader, low key. You feel me? List the defensive abilities of teammates when on the court. Also at Hall of Fame, can see potential shot percentages of opposing players. I go gold. You could possibly, like I said, it's personal preference. Interceptor, personal preference. Tireless defender, personal. Everything else is personal preference. I feel like you possibly need defensive leader. You know what I'm saying? You go gold or silver. Post move, lockdown, intimidator. Definitely need intimidator, Hall of Fame. Do not go against the grain with Hall of Fame intimidator. Like I said, gold rim protector. I feel like not too many blocks are gonna happen in a park game. You feel me? Hall of Fame rebound chaser. This is pretty much the new hustle rebounder. Gold or Hall of Fame box, personal preference, and then we'll just go boom boom, kill off the defensive badges. I feel like the defensive badge setup and the shooting setup is all personal preference depending on your build, as well as the playmaking session. But in most cases, when I'm talking about best playmaking badge setup, we're always talking ISO. So I'll leave it at here for the defensive rebounding badge setup. Like I said, personal preference this year, man. I don't want to tell anybody what they doing with their badges. There are some badges that you do not need to have, but personal preference. We'll go bronze. We'll go gold. Hall of Fame. We'll go gold because if you do you're gonna be a cone. You guys got to remember, if you're coning, if you're a stretch, rim protector, lockdown, and you're coning, and you have hot zone hunter. If you have a hot zone in the corner where you're coning at, come on, man. You could probably even go Hall of Fame. I will even say at least bronze flexible release. Tireless shooter. You're a cone. You're going to have stamina. You're not going to need tireless shooter if you're a cone. Tireless shooter is more so for like shot creators, play sharps, playmakers, people that have the ball a lot in their hands before they take a shot. Hot start. Everything else I would say is personal preference. We'll just put the rest on corner specialists, even though corner specialists and catches, if you got catch and shoot Hall of Fame, in my opinion, you don't need corner specialists, but personal preference. We'll go pick and popper instead, because I know some of you guys don't play with too many ISO players, so we'll leave that there. You only get one playmaking upgrade. I low-key would go unpluckable. Break starter, depending on if you play threes or not, or needle threader. So we'll go needle threader. Finishing, I would go contact finisher, to be totally honest. And then boom, you have the badges for the sharpshooter and rim protector. Again, personal preference. It's up to you guys how you want to set up your badges this year. There are some badges that you really do not need. We'll probably go into that in another video. Brick wall, personal preference, depending on how you play or who you playing with. But in my mindset, my default mindset is isolation, so I'm not thinking about putting on brick wall. So I do want to put that out there. Brick wall is a personal preference depending on how you play or who you playing with. So I hope you guys appreciate this build video. I hope you guys appreciate me breaking down the difference between power forward and center. Like I said, I do feel like the center position is better than the power forward position. Remember that the center position has more defensive and rebounding upgrades by 3. The power forward position has 1 extra shooting upgrade and 2 extra finishing upgrades, as well as the power forward position only has 4 to 5 extra boost in speed versus the center position. Center position could get more strength. Power forward position could get more vertical acceleration and speed, but only by a small amount compared to the center position. I'm gonna catch up with y'all on the next one. Y'all stay blessed whenever you watch this video. Y'all be easy. I'm out. One.
This, yeah. Go white flag, I ain't tryna forfeit. No way. It's still in swag, tell me who the culprit. Who did it? Think you copped the latest, I already wore it. I did. If I'm who she looking past, then she who I forget.